Good morning, everybody. It's me, your boy, tallest Minecraft YouTuber here. So tall I can't even fit in the frame. Look at me, a tall king. Today, it's Snapshot Day. In honor of today's snapshot, I have decided to build the number of the snapshot entirely out of fireflies and set up firefly stuff nearby. Not because I'm worried or anything like that. No, why did you think that? Just cuz. Drop like for more snapshot videos from me. Let's see if we can pass 1 like today. Subscribe for more videos, and let's go. 22w17a is a brand new snapshot. Not to flex on Bedrock Edition or anything, but the goat horn? Yeah, that's right. We finally have the goat horn. You don't. Oh, wait, that's right. We also have some Warden changes, some allay changes, and then some other bug fixes as well. Speaking of bugs, the snapshot is buggy. My custom skin, the beautiful thing, is not actually working. And then check this out right there. That's really awkward. Every time I try and delete something, I get a goat horn. Yeah, it's weird. Also, the snapshot is kind of laggy, so just be careful if you're trying the snapshot out for yourself. Let's start alphabetically today with the allay. We have 2 allay changes in the snapshot. The first change has to do with linking to the note block. If we go ahead and give that allay an item and then link it, visually, it should be a little bit better, like that vibration particle thing right there. It's kind of showing that the allay is linked, so that's new and that's a thing. However, let's say we didn't want to link the allay to the note block, but I wanted to like play the note block or something. So check this out, second allay with a sword right there, wool blocks in between. If I play that, I don't know if you can see or maybe not see, but there's no vibration going over to these allays right there because the wool blocks right there, the wool is basically cutting it off. On the flip side of things, literally over here we have no wool blocks in between the note block and this allay, and it can still link. So in short, to recreate this, we have allay with an item, then we have a note block, and in between we have wool blocks, and the allay won't be able to hear it. I was testing the allay before the snapshot video, and I gotta say, like, the sound design on these things is just top tier. It's beautiful. This might be the best sounding mob in the entire game. Go allay. That's amazing. Let's talk a little bit about the big, the bad, the Warden. In this week's snapshot, the Warden has been improved even more. So this thing got even more dangerous. We have a Warden right there, and I'm making noise, so eventually the Warden's gonna find me. But here's the thing, I'm up high, and I'm full netherite, so I should do pretty good. And also, just in case, I have a shield. So check this out. Of course, eventually, the Warden's gonna hear me and get like frustrated and do that whole sonic boom thing. And when it does the sonic boom, I have a shield out, so it won't be able to get me, right? Well, actually, the sonic boom is magic, so it goes right through the shield, and the sonic boom is magic, so it goes right through the armor, the full netherite armor. Well, it wasn't helping me at all. Yeah, so with these changes, the Warden sonic boom attack gets way more dangerous. Of course, with the sonic boom just cutting right through the armor is obviously not really going to help. Same thing with the shield. Pretty dangerous. It's definitely going to be a better option to just completely be silent and not trigger the Warden, because sonic boom, oh, that's dangerous. If you can remember in the earlier snapshots, though, the sonic boom attack was like deadly. It was really, really dangerous. Could easily one-shot you with no armor, and if it cuts through the armor, yeah, that's not good. To balance things out, this new version of the sonic boom is now 30% strength. So instead of dealing 30 damage per shot, the sonic boom attack will now deal 10 damage per shot. The cooldown of the sonic boom has also been decreased. The cooldown is now 2 seconds instead of 5 seconds. Also, according to the changelog, there's a custom death message. I don't know if this means, like, the Warden. When I take the Warden out, do I get custom death message? No. But I do get that. Aha. We'll get back to the death message stuff in a second, because the new drop, the Warden officially has its first drop ever, then probably its permanent drop ever. So the point with the Warden is, you know, like, avoid it. You don't really take it out. The developers did not want to give it a good drop. The Sculk Catalyst is the Warden drop. If you're into renewability of items, this change is kind of big. This means the Sculk Catalyst is now renewable. Before this change, the Sculk Catalyst could be found inside of Ancient City loot chests, generating in the Deep Dark, and that's it. You could now technically go to the Deep Dark and set up a Warden farm to farm the Sculk Catalyst. Probably a terrible waste of your time, but you could. Alright, let's see this death message though. So, you Warden, right here. Come on, buddy, let's go. That's old. That's definitely old. I'm thinking maybe this has to do with that whole sonic boom attack. Hey, Warden, right over here, jumping around on top of this pillar, like, you can find me. Come on, come on. Yes, me. No, not the fish, me. Okay, well, it seems like the Warden's priorities are not exactly straight here. It seems like it's just checking out the fish. But sooner or later, I'm definitely in trouble, right? Yeah, actually, check this out. New Warden strategy unlocked is back to the pillar, boys. You just make the pillar and put a fish nearby or something. The thing can't even find me. Until now. Alright, so any second here I'll get boomed by the Warden. I think what we're going to need to have happen is the Warden, like, attack me with that boom attack. So there we go, boomed by the Warden. Oh, no. Waddles was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek. Yikes. And so, for our wonderful friend, the Warden, I think that's it for this week's Snapshot. Those are the changes. Let's move on. Sounds. The sounds and even more sounds. 1.19 is really all about the good sounds. In this week's Snapshot, at long last, we have the goat horn. But not just one goat horn. Actually, we have 8 different versions of the goat horn. In alphabetical order, these goat horns are called Admire, Call, Dream, Feel, Ponder, Seek, Sing, and Yearn. All of these sounds are different. 8 new goat horns, 8 new sounds. Every single goat horn comes with 1 sound. Let's check them out. Again, alphabetically. This one is Admire. Next up, we have Call. A beautiful movie. Dream. Feel. Is Warden part. Ponder. Seek. Ah, yes, the classic. This one is Sing. And finally, last but not least, we have Yearn. So as you can see here, when you use the goat horn, you have a little bit of a cooldown going on. You can track the progress of the cooldown by looking at the item on your hotbar. Eventually, the cooldown will finish up, and then you can use the goat horn again. The cooldown seems to be the same for every single goat horn, no matter which one you use. Now, when it comes to getting the goat horn, oh boy, 1.19 is secretly like the outpost update or something. Check this out. So here's an outpost that I found naturally generated in my world. Of course, allay cage right there, which is pretty cool. And then up top, we have the loot chest. This loot chest has always been here, but what's new? The goat horn. You have the chance to find a goat horn instead of this outpost loot chest. I guess that's gonna mean this is like maybe the most valuable thing now instead of the outpost. Or at least the newest, I guess. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is like the manual way. You find a goat instead of the game and you have the goat hit a block. And now, have the goat hit a block, that could be a little bit tricky. Also, you're going to need a specific set of blocks here. We're looking at the blocks that generate around the goat or a tree. And so if we could have a goat hit this thing, whatever that monstrosity is, or like this tree over here, that's way more like it, that would work, or any of these blocks. If these blocks generate inside of that frozen peaks biome, you've got the stone, you've got the packed ice, you've got those ores right there, that would work too. However, if we have a goat ram, like let's say a dirt block or a grass block, you're not going to get the goat horn. But if it does ram one of those blocks, you'll get it every time. Now, this whole goat ramming mechanics, these could be a little bit tricky. Basically, you gotta wait around to get a goat mad. There's no way to actually make it mad, and then eventually, once it's mad, it'll try and charge at you, and then you move out of the way quickly. Move out of the way quickly, hopefully it hits the wall. Boom, the horn falls on the ground. Once the goat loses the horn, it won't grow back. As far as I'm aware, goats will charge at all entities, so that could mean you, that could mean a pig or a chicken, or maybe that could mean like an armor stand. You might be able to rig some kind of farm together. I'm going to definitely mess with that and try and come up with one. But yeah, have the goat charge an entity, miss the entity, hit the block. Now, these different goat horn sounds are randomly determined. When a goat hits something and the goat horn drops, you'll get a random sound that is dependent upon the goat. Functionally, right now, the goat horn doesn't really have any use. Like, you can use it, of course, and hear the sound, and that's cool and all, but it doesn't, like, stun the Warden, like some theories have thought, or trigger a raid, or any of that stuff. It's just a sound right now. But it is officially in the wild update. That's sweet. What else is also officially in the wild update? Oh, boy, the day is here. That's right. Officially in the wild update, bug fixes. There are some bug fixes here. Look at my racetrack. Here it is. So we have a sculk sensor nearby, and I have myself rowing in a boat. Potentially a bad idea, but right now it's okay. Then eventually I roll onto the wool right here, and the sculk sensor doesn't hear me. So the sculk sensor will no longer pick up detection of the player riding a boat as long as that boat is on top of wool. The second that boat leaves the wool, though, the sculk sensor is definitely going to be able to hear you again. If your aim is like so bad that you feel the need to use a mending bow, well, good news for you. Projectiles that land on wool now, they don't set off a vibration either. Previously, sculk sensors were not activated when entities slid on ice. Now, they will. You might be able to use that in some kind of sorter. And we also have an update to the Brewing Sand's base UVs and texture to match a graphical fix on Bedrock Edition. Nice. In the world of technical changes, this week we have some changes to chatting on servers. Chatting, from the looks of these changes right here, should be a little bit more secure now. And then to wrap up today's Snapshot 22w17a bug fixes. These are the bug fixes that we're looking at right here. A decent handful of them. That's pretty cool. What do you think? Is 1.19 getting closer, or is 1.19 somehow getting farther away? Thank you guys down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Just like last week, if you made it to this part in the video, you are literally my best friend. Leave a like if you haven't yet, subscribe for more videos, and thanks for all the support. I appreciate you all. This has been me, your boy. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.